once you get to kind of mid 40s or in your 40s as well, your test levels do plateau. Certainly do plateau, and that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about as well. Testosterone crisis in men. I know you're natural, etc. There's a lot of people now taking TRT. Yeah, you can take it in your 40s. It's fine. It's like menopause, right? You can take HRT. Or you can take TRT because andropause, by the way, it's a medical condition. People don't talk about it. It's a medical. You get to 40s. Your facial hair, you get a bit less, your voice gets less deep, your libido goes down, you get less, your erections get softer, you become less aggressive. It's called andropause, but probably no one's even heard of it. But it's actually a medical condition, just like menopause. Everyone's heard of the menopause. It's because it's just men's health is not as widely available. But you're getting people now in their 20s, honestly, in my own family, messaging me, they're like 21 at university, I want to take a TRT. But they're not trying the main things. It's essentially, like Yusuf from Propane Fitness says, fill the holes in the bucket.
Yeah.
Before you pour other things into the bucket, close the holes. The holes are leaking out. Bad diet, bad sleep, alcohol, vaping, smoking, sugar, Netflix at 3 a.m. All these things are the bucket. The bucket is leaking out. But you can't put other things in the bucket like TRT and anabolics. When your bucket is leaking.
Absolutely.
Close the bucket first.
Absolutely.
So have you had clients in their 20s asking for TRT?
No. I mean, my clients are not that sophisticated. They're not into the whole fitness scene.
Okay.
They're into the burger scene.
Yeah. Or that. A lot of them are like corporate people, aren't they?
So I mean, just getting them aware of basic stuff about health. I mean, somebody actually messaged me the other day something about testosterone. He said, "Oh, I heard that testosterone is really good for you." I thought that was common knowledge, that men are supposed to have high testosterone and the testosterone leads to better mood and all these positive health outcomes. I said, yeah, it's like, isn't that common knowledge?
Yeah, but because it's been vilified so much. And like I say to people on my podcast often is, testosterone is neither good nor bad. It's just a hormone, right? It's nothing. It's not intrinsically good. Low levels are good. Very high levels are bad. Sorry, low levels are bad and very high levels are bad as well. So you need a healthy amount.
Yeah.
You don't want to get to the level where you're roid rage and you completely just high blood pressure. From taking TRT. You don't want to have low levels as well, because that causes low libido, low mood. We say happy, horny, hungry. Men who have low levels are neither. They're very kind of have low mood, etc.
Yeah.
So you need a good healthy amount. A good range. More than 50. Preferably 100, 200, 400. Even you don't want it in the thousands. You don't want it 800 or above. You want a good, decent amount. And compound exercises, fasting, steak, good sleep, stress control. These are all important to that. But yeah, people are taking exogenous test level, TRT, and they're just having incredibly high levels. That's causing them roid rage, and when you come off it, you crash. For 3 to 6 months, you're going to be in such a low mood.
And that's, I actually listened to something on the way here, and it's because, look, the best business model is a subscription model.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So if you get somebody who's got diabetes and then you tell them that, you can never come off it, you can never reverse it, you can never come off it, you're going to need insulin for the rest of your life. You just made the doctor rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And I mean, it's a bit different in the UK, but in America, where they have to pay for their medication, if I wanted my perfect business model, I just need 50 people who are diabetic who will pay me for insulin. I'm done. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's
similarly with TRT, once you're on it, you can't come off it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then it's a repeat business
subscription model. Yeah, exactly. But I think testosterone is vilified a lot, but it's also at the same time. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's in decline. We know that,
yes,
and that's a lot of that is
to the point, like 50% or something compared to
exactly
50
years ago.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s, so 40 years ago now, testosterone levels were at least 25% higher in our age group. So we've got the same test levels as a guy in his 50s. So if you're 25, you've got the same test levels as your grandfather would have had. So it's declining massively. People have got various theories about that. Water, deodorants, soaps, clothing.
Magnesium.
Exactly. Magnesium deficiency, zinc deficiency. And